Welcome, bienvenue, everybody, to Mr. Land's U.S. History class. I messed that up. U.S. History Flip Classroom. There's the title on the screen. Grab your note sheet. Here it is. I want you to write that title down at the top. The title of this video is The Mayflower Compact. The Mayflower Compact. Are you ready to go? Because I'm ready to go. Let's get going into the story of the Pilgrims and the famous document. Now, we're going to use our note template. So remember, vocabulary on the left, follow along as I go through the video. Use your good skills. Pause, rewind, stop, listen actively, and think actively, and you'll get these answers in order. Awesome. So let's get going, right? So here are the vocabulary. I want you to pause the video right after I'm done talking. There are 5 vocabulary words I'm going to use today, and I want you to write those down, and you're going to hear me use them in the video. Ready and go. Okay, you wrote them down. So let's dive into the story of the Pilgrims. Here's the big question today. What is the significance of the Pilgrims signing this document known as the Mayflower Compact? And what does it mean to the future of our country, the USA? Well, revisit the Pilgrims. 1620, they land in Plymouth, Massachusetts. They leave England, right? Escaping persecution. What did they want? What were they looking for? Religious freedom, because they were getting torn up out there in England by the king, right? So this is the second successful colony. We know this is the Thanksgiving story. So we've learned these facts already. But now let's dive into their journey. Imagine that you're on that ship and you're coming across the ocean and you are a pilgrim and you just left England and it's taking 2 months and over 3,000 miles for you to get to Massachusetts, and you're scared. You're freaking out. Why? Because you just left your home. You left England, the only home you've ever known. And this home gave you a sense of belonging, and now you're feeling scared. So back in England, you knew that there was a king who hated you because of your religion, but you had protection of your world. You were safe. You had laws. You had rights. You had order. Everything in your world, you knew where it was. And now you're going to the new world. You're headed to Massachusetts, and you don't know what's there. You don't know what's waiting for you. There's no king. There's no order. There's no police. There are no laws. You're freaking out. You're freaking out. So the Pilgrims, they are worried about chaos. They are worried about chaos in the new world. How will they take care of each other with this rules of laws and government? What will they do? They come up with a plan. And they make a very important decision. They make an important decision. Right now, I want you to go to that note sheet and answer question number 1. So let's dive in to the Mayflower Compact. This document is called a compact. That's why we call it a compact. It's a document. It is an agreement that is a social contract. So that social contract is a way of saying they agreed with each other. Look at that picture. Do you see what they're doing in that picture? They're signing the compact. They're signing the document. Why are they signing the document? Because this social contract that they are agreeing to, they are all saying amongst each other in that boat, they're saying, we will govern and take care of each other when there is no order in the new world. We will not let there be disorder because we want order. We want safety. We want laws. We want rights, but we want to be safe more than anything. So this social contract is them agreeing to give up some of their God-given rights. Why do they think God? Because they're religious people and they think God has given them rights. And they agree with each other to give up some of the rights so that others can protect them. Think about that. They're giving up rights for someone else in their group to protect them. Do we do that in our world today? Think about that. Now, this makes the Pilgrims feel safer because they know that someone in their group is going to lead them and watch over them that they have chosen themselves, and they will be protected. So in the real world, do we have social contracts in the real world? Think about it. When you go to school, should you worry at school about someone coming into your school and trying to harm you and do you wrong? You shouldn't have to worry about that. That's real world. So you come as a student and say, I will follow the rules as a student, and the principal and the teachers and all of the leaders and even each other, even the kids, we will watch over each other and we should feel safe. How about when you go to the grocery store? When you go to the grocery store and you want to buy some Takis, right? Because you love to suck on your fingers, right? And you go into the store, do you worry that there's going to be chaos all over the store? No, because you think I will give up some of my rights, and the store will take care of the store and the manager and the workers and the security guard. They're going to watch over everybody, and they're going to take care of us so that I can go in and buy my takis. And these are ways in which we are doing what the Pilgrims did. We are giving up some rights so that we can have our safety and our freedoms within each other. Those are real world examples, people, and I want you to write those down. All right? Excellent. So, what is this meaning about the social contract? The agreement that they are signing is the first step. Look at that. Look at that blue. Look at that yellow. It is the first step towards a self-government, meaning that we are going to rule over each other with the same people that we are a part of. So this is the basis of America, people. This is the future of our country. I want you to define that word on your document. Notice that I put the shield there. The Mayflower Compact is equaling protection. Protection. So why did the Mayflower document give the Pilgrims such a good sense of security? Why did they feel safe amongst each other signing this social contract? Think about that. Think about your life, how we give up rights to feel safe, right? So there's another great thing that comes out of this Mayflower Compact document. There's another great thing. This document is an example of something that we know as consent of the governed. Look at the top there. Look at that yellow. Do you see it in blue? Consent of the governed. I want you to go to your paper and I want you to draw in the bottom right the word art that you see here. I want you to draw this little visual that I've done. Just the words, just the word art with the boxes and the arrows, okay? So let's talk about this. What does this mean? The Mayflower Compact is consent of the governed. Okay, look at my art here. Consent. What does the word consent mean? Consent means permiso, permission. Consent of the governed. Who is the governed in this equation? The governed are people like you, me, the Pilgrims. We are being ruled by someone else, not by a nasty king, but by someone that we choose. So we are giving permission to rule us. Look at that. Consent of the governed means I give someone permission to watch over me and to rule over me and to make decisions for me and to help take care of me. That is the basis of what makes the Pilgrims and their journey so awesome and why this document is so amazing. I want you to draw that because we're going to talk more about the consent of the government in class. So now, by the end of the trip, they have signed the Mayflower Compact. The Pilgrims have avoided chaos. They've avoided disorder. They feel safer in their hearts now because they know they're going to a new world where they are going to have consent of the governed watching over them, and the safety and security of their people is now guaranteed for the future. And what does this mean, folks? This means that we are one step closer to America, to a democracy, to a social contract that will lead to the greatest nation in the world, the United States of America. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I want to say thank you. If you need to go back and rewind, please do that. This is a tough concept. We're going to talk more in class, and I want to say you guys have been awesome. I'll see you in class. All right? Bye, guys.